Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about suspension trainers. So if you don't know what they are, the most popular one is the TRX brand. So it's kind of this nylon set of handles, clips, and the idea is to use your own body weight in order to get some exercise and mostly weight training. You can use it for some cardio, but it's mostly like weight training using your own body weight and holding these handles and positioning yourself in different ways. So the reason I have one, and I think they're fantastic, is because you can pretty much take them anywhere, so it's really great for travel. You can use them in small areas. I have mine just on a hook against the wall. You can put it in a door frame. It has an attachment for that, and just close the door. You can also take it outside, wrap it around a tree, like a branch coming up, and that would work as well. And they also have classes for this at different centers and stuff like this. And TRX is the main brand, but it's also the most expensive. You can go on Amazon and get one of these for $50, $60, and it's pretty much the same quality. So you don't have to spend a ton. And like I said, it compacts down to like a football size bag. You can take it on vacation if you travel a lot in hotels. Great to just stick on the door frame, go outside and use. So we're going to demonstrate a few exercises you can do with one. There's endless amounts of exercise you can do depending on how you have it. Against the wall, you're a little bit more limited, but it's the only space I have. If you kind of hung it from the ceiling or from a tree branch where it can go either direction, where you have all that space underneath, you get a little bit more to it, but nonetheless, still a great tool to use. So again, we're focusing more on the weight training part. So the first one is just a push-up or chest press. So the main thing is when you're using this is you always have to think about your body angle. Everything is going to be in line, so always think about doing a plank while you're doing this. Everything should be in line, should be straight. Your butt shouldn't be out. You shouldn't be too far extended because you're using your own body weight and you're using that flat plane of motion. So you always want to be aware of your body positioning, how it should always be flat, like you're doing a plank on the ground, just with these straps. And also, in that aspect, it also works your core a lot. That's another great benefit. So again, chest press, we're just here, toes on the ground, and then you're just coming out and pushing down like you would a push-up. So it's great for any level of experience, because in order to make it tougher, all you have to do is walk your feet a little down farther. If you want to make it easier, you just walk a little farther up. You kind of, make your angle a little bit different to make it a little bit easier. You're just coming down, come up. And it's going to be the same with every exercise we do, for the upper body at least. You just change your angle, and that's going to change the difficulty of it. So you can start up taller, work your way down, and keep going from there. So now we're going to do I hope I stay in frame for this. I think I will. You can always make it shorter. But we're going to do rows. I think I'm going out a little bit, but that's okay. So we're just coming up, coming down, same thing. You're just doing the opposite. So now you're just pulling your body up, pinching those shoulder blades together. And you can see how this could get more difficult if you walk yourself further down, or if you stand farther up, it'll get a little easier. But again, just focusing on that nice straight plane of motion, pinching the shoulder blades together, coming up. So we'll flip back over. We've hit back, we've hit chest. So we're going to do triceps. Sort of the same concept as a skull crusher, but you're just going to let yourself fall, elbows forward, come right there, back up top. So pushing, working the triceps, coming right to the forehead, and just letting yourself kind of fall into it. Again, keeping that solid plank. We don't want to be here, coming down. We don't want to extend out and let our hips sag down. So everything nice and in line. Flipping back over. We're going to hit biceps now. I'm going to change these. And this is where you can adjust them, so you don't even have to go far down. They all have the adjustable straps. I'm going to look quicker right now because I never usually adjust them. But you can pull them up a little bit, make it a little shorter. So for biceps, we're going to stand a little taller. And now we're just coming up. So again, you see how my elbows aren't moving? They're staying in that same spot. I'm just pulling up about right to the ears. Yet I'm sorry if I'm out of frame. It's a little bit tougher with the space I have in here. It's coming up, coming down. Next one, you can do your shoulders a little bit. So now we're just going to raise up like a Y. So you're coming up like that. Again, you can change the angle, make it a little bit easier. You're kind of using your heels. If you're facing it, you're using your heels as the pivot point. And if you're facing away from it, you're using your toes as the pivot point. They kind of just stay down and your body's leaning on one of those two pivot points. A couple other ones you can do. I'll make these a little shorter still. There we go. So you can adjust as needed. You can make them shorter for certain exercises, longer for certain exercises. So it's a great way to do single leg squats because you can use this as balance now. And just to give yourself a little bit of pull up. So you just drop down, and I can use my arms just a little bit to help me up. So if you can't do a full squat, or a full single leg squat, this can help you get there, and it just works your legs in general. You still have to use your legs to get yourself up, but now your arms are there to help as well. So you just put that leg behind and then drop it down. Same thing, coming up, coming down. And again, you can do, it's going to be tough for me to show you, but we'll see if I can get it in frame a little bit. I'll probably go out of the frame, but you can also put these straps on your feet in different ways and have them hang suspended in the air. So I'll see if I can get to that point. I don't know. I haven't really set these up for that. But we'll see if I can get to at least somewhat of one. It's going to be a little high for me, or for anyone for that matter. But we'll see if I can get it to work. Just to at least show that you can get your feet in, and then so now you're kind of at that point where you're going to be suspended up and your feet are up in the air. So now we can do, I think I'm still a little bit in frame, you can do stuff like pendulums, you can do knee tucks, you can do mountain climbers, you can do push-ups from this area as well. So again, I don't know how well I showed up in the screen. Again, it's a hard setup, but just trying to demonstrate as much as I can. So I would recommend this piece of equipment to anybody looking to upgrade their home gym, something to take with you while traveling. There's tons of videos, there's tons of workouts with suspension trainers out there that you can look up. Everyone should come with a list of exercises as well. There's plenty more. I just kind of hit on a couple of main ones that I like and I think are great to use. So again, check it out. 50, 60 bucks on Amazon will get you, an off-brand but still quality. I've bought one before for a friend. They're still great pieces of equipment. So again, looking for something different, but something you can use pretty easily, pretty much anywhere you are, I'd pick one of these up. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video. Tune in again next